Hello and welcome to EduNews 360 here on Joy Learning TV, where we bring you weekly updates in the educational sector. Coming up, students with disabilities call for support in accessing higher education. Also coming up, President Akufo-Addo affirms that the government intends to invest more in STEM education in the country. And finally, in our News in Focus segment, we will interact with the Regional Director and the Director of Communications and Operations of Elite Mentoring Program on Youth Mentorship in Ghana.
Reverend had a vision and realized that the young people in Africa have been neglected. Most of the decisions that were being taken did not really factor us young people in the decision process.
My name is Comfort Antiteteria. Please stay for the details. Now to our first story. Some first-time voters living with varied forms of disabilities are pushing for free tertiary education as well as adequate infrastructure to facilitate effective teaching and learning. There is more in the following report.
For instance, it's someone's father who is taking care of me in the tertiary institution. So and I have a friend too in EduNews Senior High School who is a visually impaired. He have to go for fishing before he can come to school. So saying this, those are the things that will influence me, because if not, he, for instance, cannot attend university. Yeah.
Anybody else agreeing with what Foster has said, that the education system that he said is, made suitable for persons with disabilities not working as it should?
Yes, I also agree with him, because some people having disabilities graduate the secondary school with very good grades, but there's no one to support them. And Ghana, it's very difficult for you as a person with disability to get a side job, which you can use to pay your university fees and hostel fees. So if the government makes education free for people with disability, I think it is very good. So it actually influence our decision.
Okay, I'm not that okay. Yeah, because even though things are or measures are put in place to make education easy for us to achieve, but so there are some things that we need, or we need the government to do to us. Like for instance, the car equipment that assist us or help us to live or to be able to live as the special needs students. Some of them, they are too expensive. For instance, my wheelchair like this, so when you want to get it, it's a huge sum of money that before you get special needs students, that we need support from friends, family, and the government. In fact, the whole community, we need support from them. And our equipment, they are too expensive to our affordability. I don't understand it. So if the government can put some measures in place to make the gadget or the equipment this thing affordable to us, I'll be happy about it.
We, the marginalized in society, tend to be sidelined during the extended term of a political party. By getting to elections, then they remember us and come with many promises. I would pay attention to what I believe is feasible and very applicable to me, and that would assist me in making my decision to vote. So these are the three things I'll look out for.
Okay. Now let me come to you, my darling Esther. Tell me.
Okay, so three things that would make me to vote is, I think, adequate infrastructures that are accessible to persons with disability, because in the university there are lots of infrastructures that are not accessible, so sometimes you finding your way to lectures becomes difficult. So when they take note of this, I think I would vote.
President Akufo-Addo has called for concerted efforts to equip Ghana's workforce with skills and knowledge to take advantage of modern technology for socio-economic development. He confirmed the government's continuous dedication to investing more in STEM education for Ghanaian youth. There is more in this report.
The third biennial Applied Research Conference of the Technical Universities in Ghana in Sunyani has relevant researchers from academia and industry across Ghana and beyond. The conference, under the auspices of the Vice Chancellors, has a technological exhibition of daily problem-solving projects from all 10 technical universities in Ghana. The chairperson of the Vice Chancellors of TUG, Professor Elias Soli, said they could deliver more on their mandate with more infrastructural support.
We are grateful to the government for equipping the technical universities with state-of-the-art machines and other equipment, but we will appreciate if more resources are committed to support infrastructure development to enable technical universities deliver on their mandates. This will reduce unemployment among the youth, since the graduates from our universities are equipped with employable skills. We hope that the conference will offer the opportunity for some bonding between academia and industry, and of course government, so that together we see how we can move this country forward. For if we fail to develop the middle level manpower through TVET, it will take us much longer to get where we want to go.
The President, Nana Akufo-Addo, in his address, said if effective university, industry and government partnerships are to be realized, it would be necessary to have more encounters between industrialists and universities to ensure a better understanding of stakeholder functions. He assured of government investment in research and development to maximize the university's benefit.
Government will conscientiously and progressively revamp and increase its investment in research and development in order for the nation to derive maximum benefits from them. The theme of this conference underscores the importance of partnership in driving national development. By working together, universities, industry, and government can create a powerful synergy that accelerates innovation and entrepreneurship, leading to economic growth, job creation, and improved quality of life for all Ghanaians. Let us commit to strengthening these partnerships, leveraging our collective expertise, and thus advancing Ghana's development.
Techiman Municipal Girl Child Coordinator and 2023 Joy News Impact Makers Awardee, Ellen White Opoku, is advocating for period-friendly infrastructure in schools so as to aid young girls change while in school during their menstrual period. There is more in the following report.
Good menstrual hygiene management plays a fundamental role in enabling women, girls, and other menstruators to reach their full potential. The negative impacts of a lack of good menstrual health and hygiene, as well as the absence of proper wash facilities in schools, continue to affect young girls during their menstruation cycles. Techiman Municipal Girl Child Coordinator and 2023 Joy News Impact Makers Awardee Ellen White Opoku is advocating for the establishment of period-free structures to help young girls change whilst in school during their menstruation periods.
So we need a period-friendly structure. So when we go to our various schools, we're praying that we can in future have changing rooms, a place where our girls can comfortably go there to change anytime they have their menses. And the room can even be stocked with sanitary pads, so that when the person goes to school and by mistake the person menstruates in school, or if the person is needy and is not able to afford a pad that month, when the person gets to the school, we have a place where they can access sanitary pad.
Ms. Ellen White, who was speaking at the 2024 World Menstrual Hygiene Day program in Techiman, called for an end to the stigma associated with menstruation among girls at the school-going age.
We want to do away with the taboos and the stigma. We don't want any of our girls to be stigmatized because of menstruation. And so we're praying that everyone will join the movement so that we can all help to create a world where women and girls are not being held back because of menstruation.
Nanama Sentua Munifie is the Queen Mother of Hansa and Deba Muhima of the Techiman Traditional Council. As a partner to the event, she shared with us what motivated her to join hands with Ellen to reach out to the needy girls.
What motivated me? In fact, I once saw my girl child coordinator, who happens to be Miss Ellen White Opoku. I saw her on Joy News, and there were communities that students were at home. The reason being that they are not able to afford sanitary pads. So I saw that and I said, no, this issue should be the thing of the past. So I'll take it upon myself, with the help of my people, to eradicate these problems in our community.
She was, however, quick to appeal to government to work towards scrapping the taxes on sanitary pads to make it more affordable for young girls.
So the only thing I will plead is that government should come to our aid, help parents. They should just take off the taxes on our sanitary pads so that each and everyone will be able to afford it. Because if the prices are low, I think parents will be able to afford. We wouldn't put our burden on the government for him to provide sanitary pads for us.
Senior Girls Prefect at the Mount Carmel Girls Senior High School, Pumpuni Ujijatu Isabel, shares with us what she learned during the encounter and promised to share the knowledge learned with other girls who were not present at the event.
Actually, coming here, I've learned a lot, especially how to keep myself during the menstruation side. I've learned a lot. They've taught us how to use the sanitary pads, how to change, the number of times you should bath, the infections and some of the effects of not keeping yourself clean when you're in your period. And actually, we have junior high school students, yes, and when we go home, they're always eager to know what we've learned from school and stuff so that they can also come to our school. So if I get the opportunity for people like that to meet me and ask me questions, I will take that as a platform to tell them about this program and to educate them about their menstrual health.
The theme for the 2024 World Menstrual Hygiene Day is Period-Friendly World and is aimed at reinforcing the importance of menstrual education.
The host and production team of Love FM's flagship program, Love in the Morning, has donated 1,130 reusable pads, 600 period panties, among other items to curb the spate of teenage pregnancy in the Amansie South District of the Ashanti region. There is more in the following report.
Teenage pregnancy remains a major challenge in the Amansie South District of the Ashanti region, forcing a lot of girls to drop out of school. In 2023, the district recorded 621 teenage pregnancies, representing 14.4% of the over 4,000 teenage girls in the area. According to the Gender Education Officer, Victoria Oforu-Botan, majority of girls drop out of school due to period poverty leading to teenage pregnancy.
Because they are finding it difficult to get the sanitary pads, some of them guys, especially the Okada people, take advantage of them that I will give you. So unless I give you, I have to sleep with you. So boy girlfriend comes in. So due to that, the high rate of pregnancy.
The host and production team of Love FM's flagship program, Love in the Morning, donated 1,130 reusable EcoMe reusable pads, 600 period panties, 10 boxes of disposable pads, 100 pieces of bathing pails, and a box of soap. The gesture, worth over 80,000 cedis, is to help keep girls in school and reduce the rate of teenage pregnancy. David Akwete is host of Love in the Morning.
So we decided to come here this year because, we got some staggering figures from the District Director of Health telling us about the number of teenage pregnancies since 2019, the number of HIV cases in this very district, and they were quite high. So we sat down as a team, we deliberated upon, the letters that we received from our listeners who wanted us to come to their district to support them, and they realized that based on what we did last year for the Amansie Central people in Jakobu, where we got again information from the regional director of health that there's an improvement in teenage pregnancy figures. Girls are now going to school more comfortably and more frequently. We decided to to come here and then give the donation to them, hoping that just like we had good positive results from Amansie Central last year, would have same for Amansie South, in the coming year.
The district chief executive officer for the Amansie South District pledged to initiate a pad bank in the district to bridge the period poverty gap in the community. Clement Opoku Jemfi believes the project will improve accessibility of sanitary pads for needy girls.
And I'm assuring you here, all here gathered herein, that moving forward. Just as KNUST has a food bank. Yes. So we will also get a pad bank.
Some of the students who benefited from the gesture spoke to EduNews.
I'm very grateful for Love FM supporting this girls' pad period this time. Nowadays, the price of pads has been increasing. So when I go to my dad for money to buy pads, he'll be saying, "Hey, you see the pad boy dio. Hey, and I still now mugusu bleedy. So they be kakra into me too." Thankful for Love FM for donating the reusable pads for our school.
Sponsors who supported the initiative after an appeal was made on Love FM promised to continue to collaborate with the station to end period poverty.
Definitely. Every year, the bank set aside a certain amount of money for CSR. It is a good cause, so we will definitely continue to support the PAD project.
District Girls Education Coordinator of the Abra Asebu Kwamankese District, Diana Tete, has called for the establishment of pad banks in schools to facilitate better access to menstrual products in order to support the menstruation of girls. There is more in the following report.
Speaking at the World Menstrual Hygiene Day marked at the Aswansi Technical Institute in the Abra Asebu Kwamankese District of the Central Region, the advocate called for support to help girls, many of whom are unable to afford sanitary pads, to be supported. District Girls Education Coordinator Diana Tete wants a pad bank in the schools to support the menstruation of girls.
With the education that has gone on, having taken them through the origin of the dates, the menstruation itself, hygiene and all that, and per the questions they are asking, I could really feel that they have really grasped whatever has been told them. And what particularly makes me happy about it is that the boys are involved and they are even asking more questions as compared to the girls. But one thing I'll also recommend as we are celebrating Menstrual Hygiene Day is that we hope to get a pad bank or launch a pad bank in the district. The region already has it. It was launched I think 2-3 weeks ago. So we hope to also replicate that in the district so that we can have enough sanitary pads and then we can also distribute to our schools so that those girls who are, excuse me to say, needy can also have access to these sanitary pads, because it is one of the causes why students stay out of school most of the times, especially when they are menstruating.
School Health Education Coordinator at the district, Melfo Gansa, explains why such support is needed.
When it comes to menstrual hygiene in our schools, our girls are really struggling. Some are from homes and communities that are really struggling financially. So it is our plea that the support systems that are in place for our schools, the girls be considered in the provision of menstruation products. We're talking of tampons, we're talking of sanitary pads, and possibly menstrual cups to support them in those periods. Indeed, we want to make the period friendly so that the girls will feel comfortable to stay in school and study to achieve their dreams.
The Computer Hardware Technology Department at the Aswansi Technical Institute that hosted the event says the department is making giant strides to empower the girls to have a serene environment in order to stay in school.
As the department, we have made it a conscious effort of helping the girls. You can see Ghana TVET service, TVET, Aswansi Technical Institute, though the first technical institute in Ghana, we have fewer girls. The male dominates the girls. And we need to make a conscious effort of helping them to always be empowered and then learn in their comfort zone. When they come to school and you don't get such initiatives, they will feel shy. Sometimes it's because of menstrual issues. That is why some of them will drop out. And that has been the reason why we gathered today to help celebrate World Menstrual Hygiene Day.
Joel Ban is the head of department. In the Central Region, some schools and district education directorates have begun putting in place pad banks to support the menstruation of girls.
We shall take a quick break. When we come back, we'll bring you our news in focus segment.